in the gun community, they say the day you actually have to use your firearm to protect yourself will be like the best day and the worst day of your life. The Second Amendment does not grant you the right or the authority to commit crimes, right? That sparked something in my head of like, man, I can't be out here exposed and vulnerable. Nobody's gonna help you.
They broke into my mom's car. I said to myself then, because y'all did something to my mom, if I had a gun,
It would have been on.
yeah,
I am the militia.
I
And
am the
we'll get
militia.
into that because that word throws people off. So we'll talk about that too. When I turned, I think I was about 16, 15 or 16. My brother-in-law, I'm sorry, my stepbrother, he came back from the military, and he had a 1911, which is just a style of handgun. And he was telling me how he was into firearms now, and he took me and my dad shooting. And from jump, just the way the gun looked, it didn't look like any other gun I had seen. Usually, I'd see something like a Glock or a shotgun, some kind of machine gun from watching like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. So I had in my mind, like if I was going to draw a gun, it would look like this. The
Right.
1911 particular styling, and I was like, man, this is actually a beautiful gun. So I kind of started getting this different type of relationship with firearms to where I was intrigued with the craftsmanship or just how a gun can be beautiful, right? I went shooting once. It was a great time. So it was like basically can't really afford one. So one day I'll get one. Then once I got married, I started thinking like, we had our own place, and I'm like, yeah, man, I should really definitely, you know, and then just honestly, politically, things started getting a little more hot, and I started seeing more and more stuff around, and the threat of violence was just became more and more prevalent and more obvious, and then just certain issues. I live in a fairly safe neighborhood, but just overall, I would just see more and more violence to where now if me and my wife are out in the evening, I feel like this increased level of, I need to make sure everything's safe. I need to be casing the joint, making sure, where my exit's at. Let me see, this guy looks kind of shady. These characters look weird. I got to keep an eye on certain people just because things just in the world started changing. And
So
then,
real quick, I kind of
yeah,
want to hold you there just for a second,
yeah, yeah.
because I think that's very valid and it's worth exploring.
Hmm.
Like, so nothing really happened in your personal world that created that heightened sense of awareness. There was no moment where it's like, oh, the neighbor's house just got broken into, or oh, we the other night, we heard some shot. You know what I mean? Like, it was nothing in your
Hmm.
vicinity. It was more of what you were observing, um, that was going on other places in the